Hi, I'm John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guide for Global Real Estate School, and thanks for joining another Real Estate Keywords webinar. Well, I just finished recording another 5-minute real estate exam tip. I'll be posting it in the playlist on our YouTube channel called 5-Minute Real Estate Exam Tips. And I do math and do some questions, but I just did a math question, and I tell you what, it was a lot of stuff in there, but I made it in 5 minutes, just right under 5 minutes. I went a little bit over by the time I encouraged people to sign up for the Global Real Estate School YouTube channel, which I want to do with you right now. I need you to subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and I'm at 189, but that's better than 182 a couple of days ago. So we are growing, and thank you for that. Today I want to go over some water rights definitions, keywords. This will not be a real long webinar, but I think it would be important for us to really take a look at some of these definitions for water rights, because they like to ask these questions, and you've got to know your definitions. That's why my digital flashcards at Global Real Estate School, I think, are so important to download. You can download them right to your mobile phone, and you can have those with you wherever you go. You can use them on your iPad, you can use them on your computer, but they're really good to help you learn the terminology, which I think is so important for passing the real estate exam. Now, they are national specific content, so it doesn't matter what state you are in, they will help you with your quest and journey to get your real estate license. They are included free for those of you who go through our online real estate school. So if we offer the school in your state, you get the digital flashcards for free, but if not, you can still download them. Go to globalrealestateschool.com. All right, let's get going. I've got some quick definitions we want to go through and discuss and talk about. And the first definition that we really want to look at here is called riparian rights. Riparian rights. Now, there's a real key, I think a neat way to remember this. There's an R for riparian right there, and look over here. There's an R for riverbanks, rivers. So if you can connect the R's, rivers and streams, riparian rights, you're going to be able to pick up on this when you see a test question, because riparian rights are the rights a landowner has who is next to a what? A river or flowing waters, okay? Now, look at this. The littoral rights, same thing. We have an L for lake and an L for littoral rights. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I remind my students all the time that they took phonics out of school when I was just a kid, and I've been forever taunted with that. I actually was pursuing a radio career, and I remember one time saying, "And that's James Taylor up on a rough," and the program director came in and said, "Did you just say up on a rough?" I meant roof, I'm sorry, but littoral rights, again, just think of the L, okay? And you can connect those dots. So that's next to a lake or a non-flowing water, okay? Riparian rights, R for riparian, R for river or riverbanks. So just try to connect those letters, and I think that will help you out a lot. Now, accretion, you will notice, is the slow buildup of land. Avulsion is the sudden loss of land. And erosion is the gradual loss of land. Now, it is, I think, very important for you to know these definitions, because they will use sometimes one or two words in a problem, And if you do not know what the words mean, it's going to be challenging to answer the problem or the question. For example, there's a question that has been seen before. If a person dies intestate, which intestate means you die without a will and without heirs, what happens to the property, to the person's property? That would revert to the estate. It would escheat to the state. So the answer might be the word escheat, the property, escheats to the state. And so you've got to know escheat, you've got to know intestate, you have to know what testate means. You've got all these different definitions that are going on. Same thing can happen here with these specific words. I've seen them incorporate one or two words in a really slick, tricky question. And if you don't know the definitions, it will be challenging for you to answer. So just make sure that you understand accretion, slow buildup, avulsion, sudden, and erosion, gradual. A lot of times I have some questions in my course material, and people will write me and they will say, why wouldn't this be erosion? Well, when the answer is avulsion. And the answer is because it tells you that the person, it basically insinuates the person lost the property quickly. And so if you have a sudden loss of property, then it's avulsion. If this came over a long period of time, that would be erosion because it's a gradual loss. There is a question here about the water table. I haven't seen much of that. Water course is a direction. Prior appropriation, haven't seen much of that. And this definition here, haven't really seen that, but it is the acquisition of new land from accretion. See that? And accretion is the slow buildup of land. So those are some definitions of water rights. There is another definition, another word that I think you should understand and know that kind of could fall into this. But if a person is actually going to put in a septic system, it wants to know what kind of test would you do for the soil regarding putting in a septic system. And the answer is it's a percolation test, So I'd put that to memory, write that down, because that question's been popping up recently, and a percolation test is the test that's normally done to see how quickly the soil can absorb the water, and so it would determine how much drain field you would need for a septic or a sewage system. And so that percolation test determines and will tell you the absorption of the water in the soil. So that's another definition that's been popping up. Had a student ask me about a question that said, if there's toxic waste in a specific parcel of real estate, does that real estate have a name for that toxic waste that's been dumped onto that site? And it's called a brownfield. I think you've probably heard of that before. So you've got to know these definitions. They can be very challenging. Again, we have digital flashcards you can purchase at our website. Had a girl purchase those the other day. Thank you for that. And I know they will help you. To me, you've got to know the definitions. And if you can take those with you, they work on both Android and your iPhone. I have a Keynote PowerPoint, or it's a Keynote presentation for Apple users. So you can download the PDF version or the Keynote. You can download them both. If you download the Keynote version, you can open it up on your phone, and Android users, it's just going to ask you, do you want to open this up in PowerPoint? Say yes. And when you open it up on your phone, what you want to do is just go into presentation mode. And so you'll see the definition on one side. You can think, what is that? And tap your finger, and it'll flip over like a flashcard and show you the definition on the other side. And then you can go to the next slide, and you can take those with you and practice when you have some downtime. I say practice, study and practice, but I'm telling you what, you've got to know these definitions. It'll make life so much easier on the real estate exam day. Well, again, I want to say thank you for joining us. Please be sure and go out to our YouTube channel and just search for Global Real Estate School and subscribe to our channel. I'm putting together some playlists that are out there, 5-minute 5-minute real estate exam tips. I'm putting together playlists for these keywords. I'm putting together playlists for sections from the exam. So I don't want to even speak it, okay? You're going to pass the exam on the first try, especially Global Real Estate School students. But let's just say, I don't know, let's don't even speak it. I'm going to have sections. So if somebody says, hey, I need more help in the property management section of the exam, they can go right to that playlist and watch videos that I've created just over those topics. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, Global Real Estate School. Follow us on Instagram, same name, and go to Facebook and like our Facebook page. We do some things there as well. Well, I hope you'll have a great evening. It's Friday evening here when I'm recording this, and I am ready to go spend some time with my lovely bride. But I will be back tomorrow with another 5-minute real estate exam tip, and I'll do another. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to do 10 real estate questions you will probably could see, I should say, on the real estate exam. So subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can find out about that, okay? Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you go out and have a great evening or a great day wherever you are, and you're going to make a great real estate professional. I know it. I can sense it, and I'm hoping that I'm helping you with your journey. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.